offer on the table, but we got nothing to lose. Oh, we ain't got nothing to lose. I'll give you everything I'm able, but we got nothing to lose. Oh, we ain't got nothing to lose. And if nothing else, I know I love you. And if nothing else, it was a simple inquisition, but we got nothing to lose. Oh, we ain't got nothing to lose. Stated clearly your position, but I want you to choose.
Well, you know what? It's freezing cold. It's just started hailing. It's really dull and quite miserable outside. I think it's time for a car camp. Well, the plan for tonight is a bit of a residential London Borough car camp. So I've got a spot lined up. Hopefully it will be okay. If not, we're gonna have to find somewhere else. Well, the good thing with where we're going to tonight is that if I can't find a decent park up, then we're actually very close to the leafy London suburb one that I did a few months ago. So actually just about to pass it now. So if all else fails, I know there is a decent park up here.
We got nothing to lose. Oh, we ain't got nothing to lose. I cannot offer you the whole world, but I can give you the truth. Oh, we ain't got nothing to lose.
And with that, we are here. At least I think this is the spot I was looking at. It's actually quite cool. It's set back from the main road. We're basically just outside of Chislehurst by what I'm guessing is Chislehurst Church. Well, I'm next to a graveyard anyway. It does appear to be flat, I think, just about. I've got one little kid who's waiting for a lift by the looks of it. So once they've gone, then I can hop in the back, set up, and then see whether or not we go for a little rainy walk or not. So this is basically what I'm parked next to. It's a church and a graveyard, but there is actually parking over there. The spot I was actually looking to park at is well too narrow and on the wonk, so no good. But I will just check out these surrounding areas to see if there's anywhere slightly better than where we are. So this little road here does look quite interesting. It looks relatively flat, but it does look like a bit of a rat run or a cut through. And the problem is, if these other cars leave, then I'm going to be worried about getting hit up the backside during the night. I mean, call me slightly weird, but I do find walking around cemeteries quite calm and relaxing. Well, I spared you the horror of watching me set the car up. It's been a good 6 weeks, I think, since I last went, and I'm out of practice. Well, I'll tell you what, I actually wish I hadn't just set my car up, because I've just found the most perfect of quiet residential spots where you could car camp on. It's lovely here. It is proper quiet, and actually the kind of spot I tend to love. But having just gone through that amazing ordeal of getting my car all set up where I am, there's no chance I'm moving. But I think it's time to head back to the car now, because I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry and thirsty. We are next to the main road, so I'm not expecting it to be particularly quiet tonight, but at least we're not on the main road. So yeah, it should be good. But what I do need to do now, I do need to make myself some coffee and have a katsu curry and rice. Now I know you probably have lots of questions. Why am I using the small power bank? Why am I using a thermos again? Well, basically I'm going a little bit old school today. So rather than use the normal beast, I thought I'll use the little 700. And what you probably might remember in the past, when I used to have my Jackery and my little 12-volt kettle, I would always take a thermos of boiling hot water. Basically, by using the thermos water, that only took 3% to boil, whereas I think normally from cold 700 uses about 8-9% per kettle. And the reason why that works so well tonight is because a lot of my food is, well, a pot rice and a pot noodle, so I do need a lot of water. And actually my breakfast tomorrow is going to be a proper old school pot porridge. But have no fear, I do have some proper food as well. Now I was hoping to do the whole cat litter condensation test on this car camp, but to be honest, I didn't quite have enough time to do it before I left, and I wanted to get out as soon as I could. But I have recharged the front condensation bags, and tonight I do have both front windows slightly cracked. So we'll see what difference that makes tonight. It is starting to get quite cold in here now, so I think it is time for me to cook myself some food. All we've got tonight is, I say, a bit of veg and some pork, and I do have another pot noodle under there should I need it. Well, as you can see, the style of cooking that I'm going for tonight is just to chuck everything in a saucepan and turn it on. Oh, although I have got a little bit of black bean sauce to go in this as well. Well, we'll give that a few minutes and then I think that'll be done and ready to eat. A nice simple one tonight, but it's going to be good because it's going to warm the car up a little bit, but more importantly, it's going to warm me up. Well, I'm pleased to say I have my little USB heated blanket tonight, and I think it's safe to say I am going to pretty much need it, because I do think it is going to be freezing in here tonight. Yeah, that was very filling. But as you've just said, Jan, I do need to have a little lie down now, because I am full up, and yeah, I could do with getting in the sleeping bag for a little bit. So we're going to tidy up all of this and have a little chill out, I think. Well, I've spent the last hour and a half pretty much like this. It is absolutely freezing in the car. So yeah, I think I'm going to put my fleece on in a minute, my heated fleece, put the battery in that, and then that will keep me toasty. And probably put gloves on, because my hands are freezing. I mean, it's been so cold. I have foregone my pot noodle, and I have foregone my standard cup of decaf, mainly because I don't want to get out of bed. I'm quite cozy and happy here, and it is starting to quiet down quite a lot now, I must say. There's a few people walking past every now and again, a few cars, because there is a pub across the way, so I suppose that's expected. Well, I think there might have been pine needles where I walked earlier. I don't know why I think this, but yeah, I definitely think there might have been. Well, good morning, and I'm happy to say that I did have a relatively decent night's sleep last night. I did use my earplugs. I do take them on every car camp, but I don't always use them. But I think last night it was just a little bit of surface noise. So yeah, once I put those in, couldn't hear a thing, and I was out like a light. But I have spent the morning, well, the last few hours, just lying in bed, just chilling basically. Well, this ain't no egg, bacon, sausage and tomato sauce bap, but it is really nice. And of course, the other advantage with having a pot oat is that's the washing up. That's the washed up. Now to dry it up. And look at that. Ta-da! Well, overall, I think this car camp has been a resounding success. I think where it's been so long since I've been, I mean, it's been over a month now, I kind of needed this car camp to get me back into car camping, if you know what I mean. So to get out the door, to remember how to set my stuff up, how my gear works, and all that jazz. And to that end, the car camp has been absolutely spot on. And the fact I've actually had quite a nice spot is pretty cool as well. But as for now, the car is all packed up and I am ready to scoot off home. Oh, and just so you know, I've taken the peak. and the front window is filled with condensation. So having the windows cracked and a freshly recharged condensation bag did not do the trick. But right, that is it. So until next time, take care. Well, I take it slightly back. I mean, there is a lot of condensation on one side, but on the other side, there is a bit of a gap where you would expect condensation to be, but there's not. So, maybe it's been 50% successful. Let me show you. So if you look here, that's actually, all that is on the outside, not the inside. So you've got a gap here where there's no condensation, but over there, clearly, loads of condensation. But there's a definite gap, and that gap is where the bag is. Interesting.